Hi everyone, I'm Ayrton Cooper from Animal Justice Project. I'm the campaigns manager, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a brand new campaign we have called Project Pig. We actually launched this back in November, but I want to discuss a bit more about the campaign, why we're running it, and what we're going to be doing with it in 2025. So, how we're going to be changing the UK pig farming narrative. So, firstly, what is Project Pig? It's a strategic campaign that we've designed to apply pressure on the UK pig industry. So the key focus is we want to change the narrative that people see pig farming as necessary and an important part of our society. And we actually want to show people that we really don't need pig farming alongside animal agriculture. And it's something that's holding back our progression to a more ethical future for everybody. And something that we want to highlight as well is those key individual experiences that pigs face within UK pig farming and not have them overlooked as just another statistic. So where are we going to be focusing our efforts moving forward? We're going to continue with undercover investigations. We have already released one in December, which I'm going to go through in a moment, but we are going to be releasing more undercover investigations this year into UK pig farming. And off the back of those, we really want to gain some prosecutions and some national press coverage. And alongside this, we're going to be looking into doing some nationwide actions where we're going to be getting consumers involved and having those conversations directly with the people who are buying the products currently, and talking to them about why they shouldn't be doing it and kind of the better alternatives as well. And we're going to be doing lobbying. So that's going to be a really key element to Project Pig. So we want to create awareness from every level of society, from the government to the industry to the consumer. And this is going to enable us to create meaningful change for our fellow animals. So why the pig industry? I think it's quite important to understand, why are we targeting the pig industry? So it's a vulnerable one. We've seen over the last probably 5-6 years or so through COVID and Brexit, worker shortages, rising feed and energy costs, that it's really vulnerable to even the smallest of changes. Obviously, a few of those are really big changes, but even those smaller changes can have a really big impact on the pig industry. And we're really starting to see this now. So since 2021, there's been a 11% decline in the number of pigs that have been slaughtered in the UK. And what we're also seeing is the breeding populations on farms are declining at an even faster rate. This means that the pig industry is slowly starting to shrink. And what's really interesting is that consumer demand is also declining. So since 2019, there's been a 4% decrease in consumer demand for pig products that are sold in supermarkets and through retail and distribution as well. And also, it's a really fantastic opportunity for us to build empathy with consumers and bring in kind of comparisons between, pigs and dogs, kind of draw that empathy that people have for companion animals and bring it over to our fellow animals like pigs. So the current situation in the UK is that in 2023, 9.8 million pigs were killed in slaughterhouses. 40% of sows, which are the females, they're the mother pigs, were kept outdoors. 60% in farrowing crates, so they're the indoor crates where they give birth. So we have filmed on those farms before. They're killed at around 4 to 6 months old. And by this point, they go through horrific processes like piglet mutilations. So, for example, around 70% of piglets in the UK have their tails cut off and their teeth ground down before they get to the age of 7 days old, and they don't get any anesthetic with those procedures whatsoever. The pigs don't get to carry out any form of natural behaviors. Even the mums that are in the fields, they have nose rings in many of them. And that means that they can't dig and root and forage. So they also can't carry out natural behaviors. And all of the piglets that are taken from those mothers outside are fattened indoors as well. And around 88% of pigs are currently gassed in the UK, which, as we know, is absolutely horrific. So what have we done so far under Project Pig? So Innovis Stud Farm is a semen collection centre. So this was the first boar stud farm expose in the UK. So what we filmed was just absolutely horrific. We filmed sexual acts on pigs, as you can see in the image. Um, and what was really rife on this site was the abuse that the workers did towards the pigs. So they stabbed them with a pitchfork, hitting them with plastic piping, verbally aggressive to them as well, and hitting and kicking them. So these boars actually spend their entire lives inside. A lot of them are in solitary as well. And then they're killed at around 6 years old when the motility of their sperm decreases. And basically they're no longer profitable or worth keeping by the farmers. So the site itself was Red Tractor approved, and the semen is sent to farms all across the UK, including RSPCA assured facilities. So although Innovis isn't RSPCA assured, they are still allowed to sell the semen to all RSPCA assured farms, which again is a major loophole of that awful assurance scheme. So what happened on the back of our investigation release? So we did manage to gain national media coverage in 3 different nationals. And we then carried out an online action where we pressured Innovis and then the higher up company, Hermitage AI, that contracts it to close down this site. So currently there are internal company investigations going on, and we really hope that the site will be closed down, but we will be keeping people updated on that. The other thing as well, we handed all of our findings to trading standards. So the authorities are looking into it at the minute to see if they are going to be carrying out a prosecution. So we do need your help with Project Pig. This is obviously, a really brief online talk, but there's so much more that's going to come within this campaign. As I've mentioned, we are going to be doing lobbying, we're going to be doing national outreach. So we need, as many of you as possible to get behind this new campaign, so we can really make a difference for the animals. So if you want to follow us on social media, look on our website, all of the details are on this screen. If you want to get in touch with me directly or have any questions, because obviously, as I said, this was quite brief, please do get in touch with me. My email address is there. It's just ayrton@animaljusticeproject.com, or send us a message on social media as well. And then it will just be passed on to me, or one of the other team members can answer it. So yeah, thank you for listening. I am going to be attending VARC in person, as you know, with a few of our Animal Justice Project team. So come and see us on the day. We are going to have a stall, and then we are going to be given another talk whilst we're there as well. So thank you.